Hold on. Yeah, it's gonna be alright. Don't trip, baby. It get better. Hey, do this thug style, man. Thug style. When this whole beat drop, we just gonna run it to him, man. It's all good. I never had much, run with a bad bunch. Little skinny kid sneaking weed in my bag lunch. And off the junior high, we was just getting by. And drive-bys, ride my homies of the young lives. I never did cry, and even though I had pain in my heart, I was hopeless from the start. They couldn't tell me nothing, they all tried to help me. The marijuana had my mind gone, it wasn't healthy. I traveled places, cold cases were the ill, yeah. I felt the pain and the rain, but I'm still here. Never did like the police, let the whole world know. Now I get no peace, cause they chasing me down and facing me now. What do I do? These things that a thug goes through, and still I rise to keep your head up and make your mind strong. It's a struggle every day, but you gotta hold on. Hold on, be strong. Hold on, be strong. Hold on, when it's on, it's on. Hold on, be strong. Hold on, be strong. Hold on, be strong. When it's on, it's on. Hold on, be strong. Hold on, be strong. Hold on, be strong. When it's on, it's on. Hold on, be strong. Hold on, be strong. Hold on, be strong. When it's on, it's on. There's never a good day, cause in my hood they let their AKs pump straight where the kids play. And every Halloween, check out the murder scene. Can't help but duplicate the violence seen on the screen. My homies dying before they get to see their birthdays. This is the worst days, sometimes it hurts to pray. And even God turned his back on the ghetto youth. I know that ain't the truth, sometimes I look for proof. I wonder if heaven got a ghetto, and if it does, doesn't matter if you blood or you cuz. Remember how it was, the picnics and the parties in the projects. Small time drinking, getting high with the mob. Just another knucklehead kid from the gutter. I'm dealing with the madness, raised by a single mother. I'm trying to tell you when it's on, you gotta keep your head to the sky and be strong. Most of all, hold on, be strong. Hold on, be strong. Hold on, when it's on, it's on. Hold on, be strong. Hold on, be strong. Hold on, be strong. When it's on, it's on. Hold on, be strong. Hold on, be strong. Hold on, be strong. When it's on, it's on. Hold on, be strong. Hold on, be strong. Hold on, be strong. When it's on, it's on. Hold on, be strong.
I know them ain't tears coming down your face.
But hold on,
wipe your
be
eyes.
strong.
In this world,
When it's on, it's on. But
only the
hold
strong
on,
survive,
be
sweetheart.
strong.
I know it's
When
hard
it's
out
on, it's
there.
on, but hold on,
Welfare,
be strong.
AIDS,
When it's on,
earthquakes,
it's on, but hold on.
muggings, carjackings. Yeah, we got problems.
Cause when it's on, but
But
hold
believe
on.
me when I tell you,
Be strong.
things always get better.
Cause when it's on, but hold
God
on.
don't like ugly,
Be strong.
and God don't like no quitters.
Cause when it's on, but hold on.
You know what Billie Holiday
strong.
said, baby.
'Cause
God
when
bless
it's
the
on,
child that can
but
hold his
hold
own.
on. And
You
be
know,
strong.
you got to stand strong.
Cause when it's on,
And
but
when these
hold on.
busters try to knock
Be
you out your
strong.
place, you stand there to their
When
face.
it's on, but
and you
hold
tell them, hold on,
And be strong.
be strong.
Cause when it's
the
on,
game don't stop.
but hold on. And be strong.
This here is black man.
Cause when it's on, but
And
hold
if you don't
on.
never learn nothing,
Be strong.
learn one thing. It don't stop till the casket drop. Thug for life. Feel me? All my homeboys and my homegirls, stay strong. When things get bad, especially come the 1st and the 15th, stay strong and stay ballin'. Hold on, I'll catch y'all at the next light. We in traffic.